You probably got something close over there. All right.
Scott, what are we going to do?
Wait a minute. It's episode number 9. We got
Yes.
Jason, the mash and drum. We'll let him introduce himself here in a minute. We're going to take a look at some Bunnahabhain. We've got Turn That Frown Upside Down, and we're going to
test it. G-Cap style, baby. G-Cap style.
You asked for it. And a drum roll.
Woo!
Here we go, everybody. Over the drum roll. Boom!
Bring it in.
Oh, wait,
No.
you got the snare set up?
Yeah, I could get one. I have my drum room is right there. Yeah.
There you go. Now, usually I wear the mash and drum shirt. You've seen that. That's really, I wear it all the time. I
Are
like
you
it.
wearing? Do you have what shirt are you wearing?
We're
Do you have the
gonna
mash and
turn
drum?
that frown upside down for the mash and drum,
my
baby.
God.
Oh my God!
Woo! That's the mash. That's the turn the frown upside down. We'll bring that out. Just
Is that a ladies' beach shirt?
It is. It's a moo-moo.
This is a man's shirt for like a guy with a bear-sized neck, is what I like to say. That's what this is. Now, I've never heard it called beach shirt. That's new to me. So this is a ladies' beach shirt, is what you'd call it?
Yeah, they put the bikini on and the t-shirt over it to go to the beach. They get to the beach, they peel the t-shirt off, and there's the bikini.
No bikini here.
Don't pull it off.
It just it's 100% man underneath that.
Yeah, I
shirt.
saw the mash and drum actually had to like cover his face and turn away.
Bart is all man right now, baby.
Woo! Turn that frown upside down, drum.
You don't turn sideways, you can get some side.
Yeah, a little
boob with
side
that shirt.
boob would come in.
Dude, if I see strings coming out of there with a bikini underneath, that's it.
Look at that. We got Sipper Silk for $15 Canadian. Oh,
Thanks,
my
Jeremy.
God. So good. Cheers, guys. Laugh out loud. Woo!
Oh man, how you guys feeling right now?
Doing
Good.
good.
Yeah, we're doing
9
all right.
hours. We're over the hump.
Yeah,
Actually,
through the pinnacle.
cruising along pretty good.
I want to thank you. I want to thank you guys for having me on. I've been watching this the last 2 years, so to be invited to be on is really awesome. So thanks, guys.
Well, the thing is, we watch through the year ourselves, and we're like, who do we bring on? Who's doing good? Who's representing the YouTube community, whiskey tube community good? And you and Jeremy both fit the bill. We could fill all 10.
But we limit to
spots.
2.
Yeah.
Right. We limit to 2. Kind of, yeah.
I mean that
Oh, we want authors.
it's a guideline.
We want ambassadors.
Yeah.
So
it's a recommendation.
I'm glad I made the recommendation, guys. Thanks. Very cool of you. I really appreciate it. Yeah,
So you are, and you've come up same as Jeremy. Jeremy's had a great year, good views, good subs. Same with you. You're doing good content. When we were looking at, and recently for both me and you, Bunnahabhain has been moving up our scales. I think.
like the shirt.
Yeah, like not quite.
Yeah, that shirt is slowly becoming my favorite shirt in the world. Besides, like Bunnahabhain's becoming my favorite Scotch.
Yeah. But so the Bunnahabhain 18, we both recently have reviewed, and Cowbell.
Oh, Patrick Fulmer, palest I've ever seen.
Really?
That's right. I don't know. That's good. I got
So I describe Bunnahabhain as the
Justin Silvestri is starting a fund, $5 in to get Bart some. Let's call them nipple covers.
he said pokies aren't your friend.
Yeah, pokies aren't your friend.
That means turn down the AC, Bart.
Bunnahabhain.
Yes.
Try some.
Yes.
Woo!
And if Penny's got Dickel,
Those are just the eyes of the little guy. Yeah.
that's for DH Sills.
Look at that.
Oh my God.
Bringing it in.
Yes.
Did
So
the Matin feed. I said save it for mash and drum.
Yeah.
Bunnahabhain I think is this is the Scotch that made me love Scotch. It really did. Like Lagavulin 8 made me get into peat. Lagavulin Ardbeg 10 made me appreciate peat more with that bacon flavor and that smokiness. But when I had this for the first time, the Bunnahabhain 12, I don't know, it kind of introduced me to this whole realm of flavors, a little bit of peat, a lot of sweetness. I love it. So,
Same crazy 12. I keep laughing at the shirt. Oh my God.
But yeah, and then so we had recently gone to Scotland, and one of the distilleries we toured was Bunnahabhain, and you had high regards for Bunnahabhain when we were talking about what do we want to taste, what do we want to talk about. Bunnahabhain just came up really, I think, pretty quick.
Yeah, I really love their story too. When I did the research after I reviewed it, and Bunnahabhain meaning mouth of the river in Gaelic, which I thought was really cool, being right there on the Margadale Spring. So that's where they get their water from, which creates a really unique flavor, I think. And up until the point where they closed, then they reopened only like 7 years later. Then what was it? Like 1980, the 12-year-old was reintroduced. Then they were purchased by Burn Stewart. They went through a lot of change, and then 2010 is when they introduced all their whiskeys back to 46.3% natural color, non-chill filtered, and that's what I really kind of fell in love with.
Mm. Yeah, and now we did the Bunnahabhain 12 early on. Right. You bought that one. I didn't like it. Well, it wasn't that I didn't like it. There was a little bit of funkiness to it. I think it was that unpeated Islay characteristic.
Got it.
I didn't care for it necessarily.
Kind of like the shirt.
I've grown to love Bunnahabhain, not the shirt.
Come on. Come on. That shirt's grown on it. It's darn good. Boom tradition.
We should give the shirt away.
No,
we are going to run a giveaway for the shirt.
Look at that.
The shirt off of Bart's back.
Negative. You don't want to see
it. And you can't wash it either before you send it.
No, it would be all Bart.
We'd have all Bart
in that thing.
We got to wait until we got the HBO show.
He's sweating too.
That'd be all Bartified right there.
If you see Bart sweating, he's gonna rub that shirt all over him.
That first year I had this, it was a little embarrassing.
That was just last year.
Yeah, no. 2 years ago. Yeah, it was 2 years.
Did he wear it 2 years ago? Was that the first one?
You bet. Last year I wore a shirt underneath because I was still a little.
Was that during Bubba and the Beard?
I don't remember. I remember it was rather interesting.
Look at that.
Yep.
Oh, he's close too. I could reach out and touch Robert. The side boob has grown on him over the years, and he's sitting right there. So
I'm just gonna say, Robert's on the side. He's got a nice view over there.
He's got an angle.
More angle than he wants.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I'm on this right now, looking at that shirt.
That is it. Turn it on. Jay Chung. Chung is in for $4.99. Still on the road, missing so much more of the boom than I expected, but hope everyone is enjoying the show. They are, Jay. They are.
Going good. It's been a good day so far. No hiccups other than the technical difficulties with trying to get Robert Licorice in.
Yeah, we couldn't get him on. We couldn't get him on, and then boom, like instantly traveled 5 hours and was on set.
Are you smelling?
Is this Thursday again?
Hey Scott, what do you get on that nose?
Teen sweat.
I get funk.
Teen sweat.
Sane Crazy said, "Give me a nosing on that shirt."
Wow.
Yeah, I figured Bart be sweating Ardbeg by this time.
Yeah, I wasn't sure that was the shirt. You were kind of tickling me with the nose. T Green says Bart's shirt looks like Earl Campbell after he's run through 3 or 4 linebackers. That's what I'm talking about.
Where's the shoulder pads at?
Yes.
All right, let's move on to Bunnahabhain here a little bit. Let's move on to Bunnahabhain.
The booba.
Woo! We got $2 coming in from Spencer Mab. Bunnahabhain. Some
Bunna. You betcha. No, I agree, Jason, with the backstory. And just when you go to, if you're in Scotland and you go to Islay, Bunnahabhain is a must visit, if you ask me.
It's a trip, but you've already gotten to Islay.
Mm-hmm.
You've already taken the trip to Scotland. And then you've taken the trip to Islay. Take the last trip to Bunnahabhain.
Yeah, so they originally opened in about 1883. What was your Are there warehouses that old about?
I think so.
Yeah, but they're knocking them down too.
Yeah, there's some. They went even like the main one where you do the Warehouse 9 tasting. Used to just be the first story because that's the only place that people could move the barrels.
Right.
I think sometime did they start using other stories.
What was the? You said the new visitor center was pretty amazing. How big is that addition that they put on it?
Well, no, they don't have. They still have a little shop to the side. They're building a new visitor center.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yep. Well, cool. As long as I hope they keep some of the.
It's cool.
Keep some of the history there. When you're there, you get it.
Donner Pass remembers a show where I was wearing this during just a regular show, and like the UPS man showed up, and I went up and answered the door like this. That's what he said. Yeah, I opened the door. He was like, he was like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "We got a little camera on downstairs." He's like, Randy Adams.
Randy Adams.
Anyone would wear that public gets my money. I like it. Like it a lot.
You're not wearing it in public.
I'm wearing it in public. It's
the
world, baby.
Take that to Dylan's.
You know I'd do it. I would do it.
Bart, does that shirt even go down to your knees?
It doesn't go that far.
Stand up.
I'm a big person. So it kind of just goes like that.
He was
there's the full Monty right there, baby.
I can even do sparkle hands. Woo!
Oh my!
Which one? Which Boona did you start with? The Bunnahabhain 12 though, Jason?
Drum is out. He's just like I can't even focus on the show. Quit asking me Bunnahabhain.
No, I have the 18 poured right here.
No, but I mean, what got you into Bunnahabhain? Was it?
It was the 12. It was the 12, and then
you've been shocked by me.
Well, it is a shocking sight, buddy.
Tom Morris says it puts lotion on itself. Woo-wee. Damn, that's a steady pour.
Oh, that was a nice one. That was a nice big pour.
I've been to 2 county fairs, a midget rodeo, and a butt whooping, and I ain't never seen anything like that church.
Justin Silvestri, Bart, please do the Macarena.
He hit the button twice.
He hit it twice. He did
We're
it
counting
double.
it though.
Yep, he did a double.
Can't take it back.
No.
He's dang it.
I hit it twice. He was laughing and he just kind of accidentally hit it. All right, bring Mash and Drum back on target.
Yeah. Bring him back on target.
All right. Look at him. He's laughing. He can't look at the screen.
What's the best Bunnahabhain you've had?
What's the best?
Oh my goodness. The only thing that's going to make this is drinking this whiskey right now.
There you go. Save it. Whiskey saves everything.
What's been the best Bunnahabhain you've had?
Oh God. Well, you sent me a couple of that how do you pronounce it?
Yeah, Amontillado.
The Amontillado. That's the best one I've had.
And we like to say that I arranged for you to get it.
Right.
Yes, arranged.
Same crazy 12. My wife just asked me, "What are you watching?" And then looked, and she saw Bart. Oh my God, I'm dying over here. What are you watching? It's a whiskey show.
Yeah, that Amontillado is real good. Now, last year's Fagil release was a Meunier Oloroso release. That one is really good as well.
Yeah, I've had a sample of that. That was probably my second favorite one that I've had so far. I have a PX on the way to me as well, so I'm can't wait to try that one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Scotch 4 Dummies says too wild and crazy.
Who?
Scotch 4 Dummies.
Oh, the Scotch 4 Dummies. Hey guys.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, dummies?
Wild and crazy guys. George G Cap. If Scott will freeze the camera on Bart during the next shakes and shanes so he can do jazz. They can do jazz hands.
Jazz hands.
Tom R wants to know how Shakes got his nickname. That's not his nickname.
Well, I
That's
like
actually
it.
his name.
I think, yeah,
Shakes.
Shakes.
His mom gave it to him.
Right.
Kind of mean.
We had to ask for permission if we could call him Shake. I think Shakes Pennington sounds
It's like
cool.
a jazz. Yeah, I mean it's a jazz guitar player
Right.
type.
Shake.
You're going to the piano bar. You're going out to the bar, the local bar. You're going to listen to Shakes Pennington.
I like it. Sounds like old.
I just want Bart to sit out by the fire later in that shirt.
Oh,
The Skeeters would be all over me.
Skeeters.
Skeeters.
The Skeeters. Oh my god.
Woo! I'm killing this group.
Yeah,
Mark Adams. I
Mark
was like,
Adams.
wow.
YouTube whiskey and bad fashion choices must be the Scotch It.
Sounds like a Saturday night.
Can somebody get him that same cut shirt? Only put a MAGA
Manga?
the manga thing on the front. That'd be the ultimate shirt for Bart.
There we go. A little manga.
Yeah.
What are you doing? He's rolling over. He wants some.
Everyone wants more of the Bunnahabhain 18, man.
That is it.
I think
Hour
that's your
9
first
is
pour. You
fun.
didn't take any earlier, did you?
Hour 9 is fun. We're in hour 9. We got to bring it. I saw the.
Are you guys ready for a
I was on
tune?
the beach. Yeah, let's bring a tune.
Oh,
What?
I
Oh,
wonder,
they're not-
you went over there.
Talking about the shirt the whole time. Let him talk about the Bunnahabhain.
You went over there and sat down like you.
Yeah,
did.
you were ready.
What
Huh?
is you?
I think we got to get ready. We got to send it to you.
Cue it up, Shane. Cue it up.
Yep. He's saying, "Cue it up, Shane."
What you got? What do you want?
He's the drummer.
Jason, you got any requests if they know it?
I don't know.
How about Tennessee whiskey?
Tennessee whiskey. They know it. They got to get online. No, they're still distracted themselves by the shirt. 33 hours of boom for me. Way to go,
Hold
Amy.
on. You got to
Bart,
keep talking. We'll get it.
oh, I've got it. Bart
They-
needs a shirt. Says take a picture. It'll last longer.
They do have a mic, Scotch for Dummies, but we're waiting to turn it on. They're discussing it and
Yep, they're working over
they're
it.
working their plans over.
Getting the
Their mic
details
is
down and maybe grabbing a drink.
Oh,
Bart needs to go dance to the tunes.
Do what?
Greg's drinking at 63
he'll
year
be a broke go-go dancer.
You see that?
I did not. Let's see. Ooh, 10-4. Look at that.
That's a joke.
Scotch for Dummies is using police code.
Oh yeah, Drew could be here hitting up on the keyboard.
He could. That
He was
some,
phenomenal.
that
at the
was
piano.
well again. So we planned at the gathering. We had these planned events, but by far the best was at the hotel for the 2 nights. All the whiskey fellowship going on, the bottle sharing, the impromptu piano playing and singing. It was unbelievable. Wes Jolly was telling me the same thing. He said, "Man, what happened there was just magic."
Yeah, I was gonna try to bring my drum set down to Texas. That'd be fun.
That'd be
Yeah, in the hotel lobby.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we definitely took that La Quinta over.
DH Silv 2 wants to know if we've had any independent Bunnahabhains. I have a 5-year-old independent Bunnahabhain, which is okay. It's there's a little bit of the youth showing yet. Not too bad. I think it's a James MacArthur independent bottler, 5-year-old Bunnahabhain. Have you had any, Jason?
I haven't. No, I haven't even seen any independents near around me. But if I ever do, I'll probably pick one up. I just love the if I could taste more of this stuff at cask strength, I would love to try that.
Well, both that Amontillado and that the PX Moynier are both higher. Yeah, 50, I think they're both 55 or so, aren't they?
Yeah, I think so. That Amonti is just that was one of the best scotch I've ever had. That was amazing stuff.
Matthew Park says, "Sounds like Bart's been drinking since 10 a.m."
Yeah, actually,
That
about
is
9:30.
correct. Yeah, 9:30. We had a little sip before we went live. All right, I hear him warming up over there. I don't know.
So Scott, what was the thing that got you to appreciate Bunnahabhain a little bit more? Because you said you didn't like it at first. Hello? Am I the only one on? I think Bart's shirt scared the camera. Can you guys hear me? Because
They're still there. We go.
There we go. We dropped.
I don't know. Yeah, we just.
Yep, that
our
was
feed
on
went-
us. We just.
he just dropped.
Yep.
I believe YouTube got an alert about the shirt.
Could be.
That's what I said. I'm like, I think the camera got scared of his shirt.
Wow.
Oh, this one was.
Well, I'm glad it hung in there as long as they were tuned in and you stayed on. Then the feed was still there, so that's good.
Yeah.
We were able to come back in.
Yeah, they were able to hear me, so I was just talking over your logo.
Perfect. That was a good.
The
Are we gonna
main
kick it
camera
over?
is black. You're all just the mini pictures. Are we all? Is it still that way?
No, I can see you guys now.
Well, they can. That
well,
is, yeah.
On the mini pictures.
Well, maybe that's on delay, and it hasn't.
There
There
it
it goes. See, that was
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
delayed. Yep. So that's the delay we had. So
About
we're
10
back.
to 15 second delay.
Yep. So why don't we kick it over to cousin
Are they
Shane
ready?
and Shake Pennington?
They do not have Tennessee whiskey. So, you do have it.
Oh, you got it.
I got it just now.
Nice.
You got it.
Oh,
I had it
what service? I love it.
now.
It's like a jukebox.
Unmute.
Look at
Unmute.
them board games over there.
We'll be muting our mic.
Yep.
I'll be muting mine, and here we go.
No, you don't. You don't have to.
I used to spend my nights out in a bar room. Liquor was the only love I'd known. But you rescued me from reaching for the bottom. And you brought me back from being too far gone. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. I stay stoned on your love all the time. I looked for love in all the same old places. Found the bottom of a bottle's always dry. But you rescued me from reaching for the bottom. And there's nothing like your love to get me high. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. I stay stoned on your love all the time. Yes, I stay stoned on your love all the time. That's more David Allan Coe's version than Chris Stapleton's, but there you have it.
I liked it. That was awesome, man. Good job.
Woo! Well, try it again, but try it pretty.
The pizza man showed up in the midst of that. The dog's barking. Scott
Yeah.
says, "Why don't you run up and greet him?" And I just went,
Yeah, I was like, He was like, nope.
Look,
Not gonna happen.
I don't need to scare the pizza man too. I'll get on the do not deliver list. I'm like, don't go over there. Don't do it. Don't go over there. All right, mash and drums. So what's been the best thing for you whiskey-wise for 2019? It could be experiential. It could be whiskey. It could be an event, whatever.
Well, probably my interview with Caleb Kilburn over at Peerless. I mean, we sat down there for 2 hours with them, and to hear him talk about whiskey and kind of the family atmosphere that goes into what they do over there. The more I talk to people within the whiskey industry, the more I'm finding this kind of thread that goes through the whiskey industry, being very family oriented, everybody chipping in, everybody being a part of everything from the distillate to the bottle. And I know that was a really special that was a special interview and a special time I had there. That was awesome. Also spending time in Kentucky with Scott from my bourbon journey and Dan Trout. We had a great time. Met a lot of cool people, including Bill from Foregate. And actually, I would probably call Foregate my that's been probably my favorite whiskey I've had so far this year. My favorite bourbon, at least. It was just amazing stuff.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Let's talk about Bunnahabhain 18 for a few minutes here. What are you getting on the nose, Jason?
Well, the one thing that always drew me to this, to Bunnahabhain on the nose, and I mentioned this. My grandmother was used to make this dessert back in the day, where it was like sesame seed candy. So what she did was she would take grapes, add a little bit of sugar to it, and then she would reduce it and cook it down until it almost got like it was like this viscous, super syrupy wine smell. And then she would throw some sesame seeds in there, some toasted sesame seeds, and then pour it out until it hardened. And then you basically break it up like brittle, and you would eat it. So the nose on the Bunnahabhain, not only the 12 but the 18 even more, just brings me back to that. So it's kind of like this raisin, wine, sherry, honey type aspect to the nose, and I'm absolutely in love with it. And there's a nuttiness to it, I think, as well.
Chupacabra, yeah, he was on it.
I get like a salted, buttery sherry.
Yeah. There's a bit of a leather aspect I get in the nose too on this one.
Yeah, the nose is delicious.
And a nice color for an 18-year-old, uncolored, unchill filtered.
Salted caramel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that unbeaten Isla saltiness. It's aged right there by the ocean.
Yeah, there's a little bit of that sea salt in there.
Like Tom R says, this is my best Saturday of the year by far.
Because of your
I think it's mash. He's like spending time with the mash.
I'm gonna add a drop of water. Although this is delicious, neat.
Yeah, it really is.
It is.
I'm gonna add this tonight to my list of awesome whiskey experiences this year, fellas.
We had you laughing.
Oh my God! Yeah, I'm gonna need a lot of water after this one.
Let's see. Jason,
drink some.
Corsair Triple Smoke reminds me a bit of the Bunnahabhain.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
I love what Corsair's doing. Their oat rage, man, the chocolates I get off their oat rage is just unbelievable.
Real quick before we do it, let's do our giveaway because Jason's going to do one. You said you want to do one as well. Is that right?
Good call.
Yeah, I do have a giveaway for whoever you call out. I have a mash and drum sample kit. So basically, you're going to get a mash and drum Glencairn with a mash and drum, one of my coins. This is coin 143. And you'll get a sample of George T. Stagg 2018 to go along with it.
Woo! Wow. I'm also checking to see, why don't we do his contest first?
And a signed drumstick.
A signed drumstick?
Oh, you want the signed drumstick?
The lead singer was asking for.
Couldn't understand what that was.
Playing the drums right now.
Play the mash and drum.
Yeah. All right. So we will do, where are you going, Bart?
Grabbing a pizza.
He just gets up out of the middle of the show and goes to get a piece of pizza.
That's it. That's Scott. When he wears that shirt, no holds barred, buddy. He
didn't even ask me if I wanted anything. All right. Hey Siri, generate a random number between 1 and 174.
Cousin Shane.
A random number between 1 and 174 is 100.
100. 100.
Wow, 100 solid.
100. Burton Carricker gets the Patreon. These are for the shot glasses sitting here.
Oh, nice.
That's one of them. Burton Carricker. Patreon.
Coming in while the pizza's hot.
And we need to do a trivia question, Jason, if you want to ask everybody something from the show. Not about Bart's side boob.
It could be anything you want.
Before Bart whipped out his side boob, I mentioned what Bunnahabhain meant in Gaelic. First one to write what it means in Gaelic will win my sample pack.
That's good. I know what that is.
I know what it is too.
Woo!
And
Here's Cousin Shane.
our glass, our shot glass.
And our shot glass.
Mouth of the River, Casey Kale.
There you go. You got it. Casey Kale got it.
On our screen anyway. So
Look at
Casey
that.
Kale,
There's a bunch.
shoot us an email. ScotchTestDummies@gmail.com.
Mm-hmm.
Get your address and get you a shot glass.
And I'll send you. You can share me that contact info, and I'll get this pack for them as well.
Sounds good.
Awesome.
And I have one more question. While you guys are chomping on your pizza, getting some sustenance in you, I'll give away another coin and a sample of the Foregate from what you guys had on today, because it's one of my favorite bourbons this year. So let's see.
Ask him.
Let's see. Let's go with what year was Bunnahabhain 12 reintroduced to the masses?
Well, you said what you thought it was.
Oh no, I know what it is now. I have the answers behind me. So
Okay.
Close.
Jesse Voisin.
1980. I was 10. Well, I think Voisin was watching Top Gun.
Loch Ness just replied 1997, and it got flagged to be reviewed. I had to approve it. Why would 1997 be flagged?
That's
as
also,
possible?
it means side boob. It's code for side boob.
Jesse Voisin. All right, you get the Jesse gets the coin and gets the Foregate sample.
That's right. Jesse in the 80s felt the need for speed.
The need for speed.
Well, we still have about 10 minutes.
Mhm.
We're doing good. I hadn't looked at the clock. I thought we was getting close. But
How's the pizza, boys?
Good. Little Papa John. We're doing 12 hours straight, so apologies. We got to eat.
I'm trying to think of another pour for the last 10 minutes, guys.
we got to take it easy.
Jesse.
So we're still on Bunnahabhain 18.
That's right.
All right, I'm gonna open up this. So this is a Bunnahabhain that I got actually on the border of Canada and the U.S. It's a duty-free shop exclusive.
Wow.
So this is I can't even pronounce what the Gaelic word is, but it means morning sky.
Mm.
And this is Bunnahabhain, obviously 46.3%, and this is finished in red wine casks. Yeah, here's the bottle, boys. Want to get a look at that? There it is. So you can see the name of it.
Yep, that's what I thought it was.
Yep. Don't get the crust down the shirt, Bart.
Boom. Drop it down there.
It's not an Eggo. It's a pineapple that's on the paper plate.
Puerto Rican wife likes pineapple plate.
Oh. So would you say you guys are your whiskey highlight of the year was going to Scotland?
Definitely.
Yes.
I mean, that's going to be hard to beat.
Yeah.
Ireland as well. We got to spend more time and got to see more of Scotland than we did. I would definitely go back to Ireland and try to see more of it and do some sightseeing there.
Well, my particular one was hanging out with Seamus Duggan. That was my highlight.
Yeah, and speaking of a trip, Roy just popped in the chat. Aquavita's in the house.
Yep, I said I must have made it back home from. I think he was out with Eric for the night.
He heard about the shirt.
He commented. He said it hurts his eyes.
Oh, Roy's poor eyes.
What if you'd have wore that
crying
in Glasgow at the Bon Accord?
I wore something enough that got a couple ladies to go, "What the?" Yeah. Yeah, they were wanting to know what is that guy up to.
Yeah, that'll work. I would have loved to see you walk around Scotland to distilleries wearing that shirt and your big old cowboy hat.
Well, it was a hat and it was a manga shirt at Bon Accord. Bon Accord? Bon Accord. I can't remember.
Food Quig says it's time for him to put his pizza in the oven. Note, pizza messes up your nosing.
So does 9 hours straight of drinking whiskey.
They're gonna say nosing's done.
He's taking his quig. He's taking the pizza quig though.
That's right, though. Hold on. You need to back up. Coming in, Quig. I'm doing a Quig.
Actually, I'm gonna throw the question to you guys. That was your best experience? What's the best whiskey you've tried this year so far, guys?
Can't reveal that.
That's safe for the video at the end of the year.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we will have to hold that off. And
not even a so far, because I know Dicko 13's on Bart's list. Just
actually, some of the dunnage stuff that wouldn't make it as whiskey of the year was really good.
Well, yeah, the 53-year-old Lagavulin in the warehouse.
Oh,
yeah, that was.
Yeah.
And we can't call that. I mean, we just had a little sample on site. So that was, I will say that.
That's pretty special. 53-year-old Lagavulin. Wow.
I would have to, I'm pretty sure Iron Root was in my top 5 bourbons of last year for America's whiskeys. It's in there again this year still. And that's not because Robert's sitting there. Iron Root is good.
Yeah, Iron Root Harbinger I reviewed a couple months ago, and that's definitely in my top 5 so far of bourbons I've tried.
I think Tobias and the Angel Compass box would be in there. It was pretty good. Yeah.
Cousin Shane's coming on.
We're going to call this Side Bunnahabhain because it's good.
Woohoo!
More Side Boob.
Did he just say Side Bunnahabhain?
Side Bunnahabhain.
Side Bunnahabhain.
18 years Side Bunnahabhain.
I'll never look at
I'll be known from this day henceforth.
I'll never look at a bottle of Bunnahabhain the same again. Thank you, man. That's awesome.
A personal stamp of approval.
Just look at it from the side.
For these lands.
Hey, Matt from Whiskey Crusaders is in the house. How you doing, Matt? Thanks for coming in.
Sir Knight.
He won something earlier tonight, didn't he?
Oh,
Yeah, Matt Zitrick won. I think it was a coin on one of the Patreon giveaways. Was it a Patreon? Yeah.
Where you at?
Woo.
How did you get where you are, Jason, with YouTube and reviewing whiskeys here? What brought you in?
Channels like you guys. My kind of like aha moment with whiskey was a bourbon. You know, I'm a little bit more bourbon forward, but the last year or so, I've been getting way more into Scotch. As you can see, between the Ardbeg, Lagavulin, Bunnahabhain, Bruichladdich, just some of my favorite ones that I've had over the last year or so. But yeah, I have a graphics and production background a little bit, and I kind of learned that I have a pretty sensitive palate. So it just kind of made sense. I'm like, you know what? I could probably do some good content right off the bat and, you know, add some music, and I could pick out tasting notes pretty well. And once I got a format down, you know, I just thought, you know, let's keep going with it and let's see how it goes. And it just kind of I'm not even a year old yet on the channel. I'll be a year next month, and I'm about 30 subscribers away from 4,000. So,
all right.
So I think it's growing really fast, and I've got a lot of great support. I love sharing whiskey. It's a big part of my channel. So so it just, as I was watching these other channels, and you and the Whiskey Tribe and Rob, even Scotch 4 Dummies, some of those guys doing some really cool content and stuff like that. I just was like, what? I think I could do this, with my background, especially graphically. So I kind of just jumped in with both feet.
Perfect.
Yeah, and doing very well. So I mean, to look at almost 4,000 subs in a little over a year,
under
a year. Yeah, I mean that took us.
Yeah.
Have we hit 4,000?
Well, not yet.
Yeah, kind of like Jeremy said. I was watching you guys when you were doing the reviews up in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm. And I didn't get a chance to ask him, but you literally had to go. God, those dumbasses are doing this. What? I can do it better.
Yeah, well, that's always our deal. Your idea was, if they can do that in a kitchen, holy moly, I can do better than that.
Mm-hmm.
I can at least get close. And then you're like, what's that big guy wearing? What? Come on.
He knows his side boob would be superior.
Right. Yeah, you were like, I can top that.
Yeah, Bart, I think when you put out your quick hitters that you should do.
Yeah.
You should change the name now. Just call it the Bart Side Boobers.
Bam.
Mm-hmm.
Side boobers.
Yeah, and then that should be your, just kind of whip out the bottle from the side boob after you
come out there. I can just pull the bottle out from inside the group.
Yep, that'd get a million views, buddy.
That's where I keep my gas money.
and your cigarettes.
Right. Yeah, you got to keep the cigarettes in there and the lighters on this side.
Then Bart would go to the tattoo artist and he'd be done. He'd be like, I thought you said side boober. Side boober.
Side boober.
Good. All right. Well, let's throw it back to you. Tell us, where folks can find you, list your channel, webpage, anything else you want.
Yeah, you can find me at the Mash and Drum on YouTube. You guys, if you haven't subscribed, definitely do that. Check it out. I'm a little bit more on the bourbon side, but I have a lot of plans to get into some more scotches in the very, very near future. So check that out. You can find me on Instagram at the Mash and Drum. There's underscores in between that. On Twitter at Twitter at Mash and D. That's my Twitter handle. And then I got some cool stuff coming up as far as interviews and a couple of other different. I'm working on another tournament for some from $30 to $40 bourbons. Working on that to kind of follow up my March Madness one I did. My Blend-A-Get-In contest is coming up, where viewers send in their home blends that they're working on, see which one comes out on top. So, have a lot of fun stuff coming up, and of course the big thing coming up is can't wait to hang out with you guys in October in Texas, man. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, that'll be fun. You're gonna love that.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that and hanging out with the community that's been so good to me the past year. So it's been great.
Beautiful.
Good. All right,
guys. On to the next hour. I want to say thank you so much for having me on, man. This was one of the most memorable live streams I'll never forget.
All right.
You enjoyed it, baby. Scotch, you Scotch guy.
Woo! Boom!
Dummies.
Side boobing. We're still live. Hang on now. It takes a while for these